Hello everyone, welcome to Sade's Tarot Tea. So today guys, I decided to do a reading on the zodiac signs. I'm going to try my best to do these readings and get them out in a timely manner. They just won't be weekly readings, they will just be like seasonal readings. I'm thinking about starting it off that way because I want to try to add like a different element to my readings. Sorry about the boring lighting and whatever. I'm planning on putting a backdrop and then doing lights and stuff, so you're gonna see that happen, which I'm very excited about. Anyway, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to do for Scorpio season. I want to go ahead and do your readings and what messages you guys need to hear. Yeah, so if you guys hear any loud noises or anything, I apologize for the noises. I'm gonna try to edit them out as best I can. My roommates are being loud, so sorry about that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I've meditated already on your guys' guidance message, so we're gonna go ahead and see what the universe wants you guys to know. So what do we have for Scorpios? Okay, for Scorpios, I have temptation in the reverse for you guys. Okay, then we have financial and material changes. Shadow, I have the shadow card for you guys, wisdom. So what I'm hearing is that some of my Scorpios are dealing with their darker side. They're having to acknowledge certain things about themselves that they don't like. They're having to face their darkest fears. I'm even hearing maybe there's something you guys have been putting off for like the longest time that you're afraid of, or something that you didn't want to deal with because you're afraid of either hurting someone or bringing about certain things that would just cause you discomfort or cause certain changes. I'm seeing, as I said, that there are some financial and material changes that are going on for my Scorpios. This, especially we're in the middle of this Scorpio retrograde. I'm seeing that certain things are changing for my Scorpio. Certain things are coming to the forefront and you guys are unable to it's been hard. It's been a rocky road for you guys to deal with certain things being taken from you. I'm seeing the universe has literally taken certain people out of your life, certain situations, and we're kind of all going through that right now, I think, but Scorpios are really getting it the hardest because we are, like I said, in the middle of a Scorpio retrograde. So, I'm seeing that it's been really hard for you guys. It's been challenging because you guys are being forced to deal with certain either material loss, material changes, financial, even financial gain. Some of my Scorpios have gained from this retrograde. You know, that's refreshing to hear. Like some of my Scorpios have dealt with their shadow side, and some of you guys are reaping the benefits of that. It's not all negative. I do feel some positivity. Some of my Scorpio placements and Scorpio suns, wherever you have Scorpio in your chart, there were certain things that you guys, I'm seeing, were tempted from, or tempted about, or you are putting that down. You're putting certain temptations to the back. You're no longer giving in either within yourself or with someone else. Maybe there's someone that's toxic, that you were dealing with. Maybe there's someone that you had to let go of, and this Scorpio retrograde is causing you guys to change, to let go of those people that were toxic. Maybe this has nothing to do with someone in your life, but it was yourself. Like maybe you were dealing with certain toxic behaviors within yourself and you guys are learning to let that go. You guys are learning to break free of that, which is, I feel it's very powerful. It's a very powerful thing to put down. Some of you guys are even, I'm hearing, checking your egos. Like you're realizing, okay, if I want this type of person in my life, if I want to bring manifest this certain person in my life, maybe in your love life, which we will get to, maybe in my love life, maybe in my situation or my circumstances or my money or whatever it is, you guys are learning to manifest healthy ways of dealing with certain ways of getting what you want. You're not going about it the wrong way anymore. You guys are learning through this retrograde, this Scorpio retrograde, that, and just in general, you know, Scorpio season, we're learning, you know, not just Scorpios too, but I feel like a lot of other people are learning this, but I definitely am feeling, this is a reading on Scorpios, so I'm feeling that Scorpios are putting their pride aside, or if you haven't yet, you will learn through this retrograde. We're not out of it yet. Okay, just in Scorpio season as well, you guys are learning that it's no longer serving you. What you guys were doing before is no longer serving you. What temptations you were giving into before are no longer serving you. I'm also seeing someone around you guys. You guys are welcoming this type of spiritual energy. You guys are getting more into your spirituality. You're learning more about who you are when it comes to your spirituality. You're putting down basically the things that maybe the devil wanted for you, maybe, and yes, I do say the devil on my channel. You guys are putting down the things that were toxic, like I keep saying, and you're welcoming more intuitive spiritual energy. It's so refreshing. My Scorpios are learning. That's beautiful. Oh my God. You guys are learning that, again, the things that you were giving into, the things that were tempting you are no longer tempting you. So now for the ones that are still struggling with this, you know, you guys are still going to learn. You guys are still going to, some people are just more ahead of others, so some of this may not resonate with all of my Scorpios, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Some of us are just further along in our journey, and that's okay. You know, so if this does not resonate with you, then keep in mind, guys, this is a general reading. This may not resonate for everyone, and some people are further along in their journey, in their spiritual journey, in their life journey, karmic journey, than others. So if this resonates with you, congratulations, you guys are learning through this retrograde. You guys are going to, as I'm seeing with my material and financial changes card, you guys are going to reap the benefits from this retrograde. Now, for those of you guys who haven't learned, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. Some of us just learn faster than others. Some of us are just ready to learn when the time is right. So you guys will still learn. It doesn't mean that someone is better than the other one. It doesn't mean that you guys will never learn, okay? This message I'm just giving for those Scorpios who I am here to encourage you to keep going and to keep learning. I'm learning too. I don't have Scorpio placements in my tropical side of my chart, but I am still learning too. So yeah, that is the message, the energy circling around Scorpios. I also want to stay on this energy, the shadow side. I'm learning that through this card, you guys are, it's been quite a journey. You guys have, Scorpios have been learning their darker sides. They've been learning and dealing with, not just seeing, but dealing with, okay, maybe I don't handle things the best way all of the time, you know, which Scorpios are very prideful, so it's kind of hard for Scorpios to admit that they're wrong or that they've wronged people. And as I said that, my ear's ringing, so I know that it's resonating for some of you guys. It is hard for Scorpios to put down their ego. It is hard for them to put down their power. But I'm seeing a big shift for Scorpios that you guys are learning. Yes, it's been hard. Yes, it's been tedious. It's been a nightmare practically, you know. But you guys are learning that the way you guys have been doing things thus far has not been working. And you guys are starting to put that aside. And this, I'm telling you guys, you are going to reap the benefits of that, okay? I'm here to encourage you guys to do that because people will benefit from you. People will love to be around you more, and people will they just love you guys, you know? So that was my general reading on Scorpios. I also wanted to make my videos a little bit different and talk about Scorpio energy and what we all can learn from Scorpios and how it's kind of hard to understand them. And for all of the zodiac signs, I will do this. Let me know if you guys like this. I don't have tea, but I have my Bang drink, so you know, grab your snacks. This video might get long. I just wanted to add a touch of, you know, in between my readings, I want to talk about my experiences with the Scorpios, or whatever zodiac sign I do for the next reading. The next one, of course, will be Sagittarius. And I just want to talk to you guys about astrology because I think we all can learn from all of the zodiac signs, and we can learn from each other, you know, even if we're not that sign. So next, I will, after I talk about Scorpios, I will also do your guys' love reading. So if you don't want to hear this part, then I will have timestamps below. So what I've learned from Scorpios, my experience dealing with Scorpios is that, well, the first thing I've learned is that they are so smart emotionally. Like, they are, to me, the most emotionally smart zodiac sign. Like, it's so crazy to me. Like Scorpios will pick up on things around you that you may not even say. Like, if you're in a bad mood or if you dealt with like trauma in your life, they pick up on it. It's just so fascinating to me how Scorpios understand people's trauma. And if you guys don't know, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars. But Pluto deals with, death and rebirth, transformation, the occult, very dark things that we're scared to talk about. So, like ghosts, the devil, things like that can be correlated back to Pluto. And if you think of Hades, the ruler of the underworld who dealt with like death and people's time being up. And what I really respect about Scorpios is that they really treasure the people in their life. If you Once they gain that like emotional trust with you, it's so beautiful to be like around them because they really value the people in their life. They don't take people for granted. Now, if a Scorpio has taken you for granted, you didn't mean a lot to them. You didn't, because what they like to do is they like to test people to see if they can handle their dark side. Once they get comfortable with you, I've noticed they like to test to see if you can handle their dark side. Can you handle the things that they think about? Can you handle their thoughts? Can you handle what they say? Can you handle them pushing buttons on you? And it's like refreshing to be around them because like they'll push you to your limit, which from there it breaks you. But I can say, like, after I've dealt with Scorpios, I feel stronger. I don't know, it's like this weird thing that I've noticed. I used to have some Scorpios around me, and I noticed like after I dealt with them, like I became a better person. And I still, like, even if we don't talk, if I don't talk to that Scorpio anymore, I still equate it back to, wow, that person made me a stronger person. It's like, sure, it hurt, because when you deal with Scorpios, it hurts, like when they leave your life, because they typically like to make big impacts on people's lives. They do, and they do this without trying. They do this without it's fascinating to me how they do this without trying. They don't try, they just do. And they're constantly pushing themselves. Like, so even if they push you, you can bet that they're pushing themselves twice as hard to either be a better person, to, if they're operating from their better energy, they will push you to be better. They will push themselves to be better. And what I've learned about them too, being around them, is that they don't give you their loyalty until you've earned it. Let's talk about earning a Scorpio's trust, which will lead me into my readings on them, my love reading on them. When you date a Scorpio, it is so important, guys. I cannot stress this enough. It is so important to make them feel secure, make them feel safe, make them feel like you wouldn't cheat on them. I think one of their biggest insecurities is being replaced. Like, they don't want to feel like they're being replaced, because they work so hard to be a part of their partner's life, or their friend's life even. They work very hard they want to be like the only one that you go to. They want to be the only one that you trust, that you get aroused about. They really value that stuff because intimacy. They're one of the more intimate signs. They like very private settings. So when you take a Scorpio out, make sure that you're not, oh, like, let's go out with my bestie, let's include my best friend. Like, they want to get to know you beyond who, your persona. They're a sign that's so detailed and in depth, and it can be very draining to date them, because like most people I've noticed aren't willing to give the Scorpio back what they give. And once they reach that point for you where they're giving all of themselves to you, because they're not I'll just half-ass it. No, they're a sign that once they put their all into you, that's it. Like, there is no black and white for them. Now, some Scorpios can be like promiscuous. They can do, they're not all Scorpios are willing to just like commit. They like to, depends on what else is in their chart. So if they have a lot of like Sagittarius, or if they have a lot of Aries, or if the Scorpio has a lot of Aries or Gemini, or like, Aquarius even, they don't, those Scorpios won't want to be like locked down right away. They'll wait. Like those are the ones I feel like will really test you. Or even Pisces. Um, Again, guys, sorry if you hear noise. They're freaking loud. Anyway, so they're not ones that will, they don't like to be promiscuous. They're not ones that will have one night stands. They really like having that one-on-one connection. They really like, just, I don't know how to like say this without repeating myself, but they don't like to spread themselves everywhere. I'll say that. If they choose you, then they chose you for a reason. And I've never dated a Scorpio, but I've learned through Scorpio readings and me doing readings on my clients that have Scorpio in their chart, they just really long for someone that emotionally fulfills them, emotionally interacts with them without making them feel insecure, or like, and that could be like with cheating, or if you are overly critical with them, they will take that shit and they will not forgive you for that. It's just very hard for Scorpios to even open up to their partner, or let alone their friends. Even if you're with the Scorpio, it's very hard for them to open up because they don't trust. And when they trust, they really trust. So don't take that shit lightly, because they don't just trust anybody. They don't just pick anybody. They're very picky. They're very choosy, and they will observe before they even open up. If they even open up, they will observe. They will test. They'll put you through so many tests that will make you want to fucking give up. But I can assure you guys, like, when the Scorpio does trust you, when they do stop putting you through those ridiculous tests, they will reward you in a great way, like by being just as loyal to you, by being just as faithful to you. But if you're not going to be that way with them, they're not going to be that way with you. So, okay guys, so like I said, and I promised, I will do a love spread on Scorpios. We will see what's going on in your guys' love life. Keep in mind that this may not resonate for everyone, but for the ones this does resonate with, I hope this brings you peace. I hope it answers some questions. And yeah, let's get started. So the first message that came out for my Scorpios is wedding in the reverse. So some of you guys, I'm hearing, have broken up this retrograde, which does not surprise me. I've been hearing too that a lot of people through this retrograde they will end their relationship, not just Scorpios, but just all of us will end our relationships with people. We will, if you're in a relationship, you have broken up, or maybe you guys called off the wedding, maybe there was a break taken. I'm hearing that this actually, guys, is needed, because if you were to proceed with getting married or proceed with accepting a proposal, it doesn't have to be that you're married. For those that got proposed to, you freshly got engaged, I'm hearing this actually wasn't the right time to get engaged, because we are going through, this is an emotional retrograde. This is a transformative retrograde. So if you're in the middle of getting engaged to or married, I'm seeing that with some Scorpios, this may not resonate for all. If you already got married, then you're fine, I'm guessing. Or it will catch up in the long run, not to scare anybody, but this may not have been your person. This may not have been the one for you, and that's okay, because the universe is pulling this person out for a reason, and I already touched on that in the overall energy for Scorpio. But this person, if this engagement, if this wedding, or this, the bride or the groom walked out on you, this was not your person. There is someone else for you that is going to fulfill everything that you've been wanting. I'm hearing that, because Scorpios require so much emotional depth, you were settling. This person probably didn't give you what you were searching for, but you settled. Okay? So this retrograde as well is about not settling. It's about pushing yourself to your limit and standing up for yourself. I mean, Scorpios are so big on that. They're big for standing up for themselves. That's one of the reasons I love them so much. You know, they teach me to stand up for myself. They are so loyal, and they will stand up for what they believe in. They will stand up, they will stand in their conviction. They don't care how crazy it looks. They don't care how crazy they look. You know, not saying they are, but I'm just saying, like, if they come off that way, then they come off that way. They are very much like a fire sign to me in that way, where they will stand in their in Aries more so. They will stand in their conviction, or Leo too. Sagittarius, yeah, fire sign. They will stand in their conviction, and there's nothing you can say to them. Well, Scorpios, you're being pushed to hold that standard. Some of you guys have been letting these people in your life slip. Some of you guys have not been allowing everyone to... You're just letting certain people pass, and they can no longer pass. Now, some of you guys, there is this person already for you. You know, and you were neglecting that person, and you went ahead and dated someone else that you knew wasn't right for you. Scorpios get this a lot too. I've noticed, like, they'll always have people that are longing for them, but they, for some reason, Scorpios, which I will talk about, for some reason, you guys don't choose the people that you know will make you happy. I don't understand this concept. Like, I've noticed a lot of Scorpios do this. Like, there's this person in the background that will be, like, wanting them, and, well, they know, the Scorpio knows will make them happy, but they'll just be like, no, that's too easy. That's too easy. And I'm like, what? Like, I've read on a couple Scorpios where they've done this, and I'm like, wait, hold the fuck on. You're asking me about a love reading when there's someone, they're just like, Shawty, I'm just not into that person. But, like, low-key they are, but it's just that it's not so much of a challenge, because Scorpios love a challenge, and you guys love what you can't have. And I'm so tired of doing that, like, myself, like, being Sag, having Sag in my chart. Like, I'm so tired of wanting people I can't have. You know what I mean? Like, what's the fun in that? You know what I mean? So I'm seeing in my wedding card, it's so crazy that this card is telling me all this. That's so insane. But it's not just my cards, it's my ancestors. It's them telling me to tell you guys, stop going for people that you know aren't going to fulfill you. Stop going for people that, just because it's a chase, or the sex is fun, or it's hot, you know, that's temporary. That's temporary. That's not going to fulfill you in the long run. A lot of my Scorpios, I'm seeing you do want a wedding. You do want the big fairy tale wedding, even though you guys hate admitting that. You know, you guys hate admitting that shit. You guys are like Helga. You know, you hate admitting that there's someone for you that would make you happy, but you're either that, or you're just afraid that this person would really hurt you. That's what I'm hearing, is that a lot of my Scorpios may have someone in the background, but because they're just being picky. Express your love in the reverse. Express your love, Scorpios. That was kind of what I was just touching on, Scorpios. You guys, I always clown on you guys for this. Like, you guys will keep suppressed and bottled up your emotions. Oh my god, I know so many Scorpios that do this shit. You know, like, they'll love someone, even in family. Like, they'll love someone, but they don't want to show it. Like, they're just like, no, like, I can't express that. Like, that's weak. And it's like, it's not fucking weak, Scorpios, to admit that you love people. You know, this world is so fucking short. This world, it's like we're here and we're gone. And you guys, of all people, should understand that. Death is what you guys come with. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, you know, you guys go kill people. I'm just saying, like, you guys understand that people die more than anyone. You know, even if you don't like talking about it, you understand it. You understand death better than all of the other zodiac signs. So you understand that this world, this time that we have on this planet is short. You know, because that's what brings with Pluto is time, you know, oh, and Saturn too. But, you know, you guys understand that. So I don't get when Scorpios, I clearly know that they like people, or Scorpio placements or Scorpio aspects. You guys clearly will like people, but you're like, no, they can't know. It's like, why? Why do you guys do that? It's not going, you guys are miserable in the long run. So the universe is telling you guys, take a chance, express how you feel, be emotional, try. And I get it, you guys are scared to open up, you guys don't want to get vulnerable. I get it. But at the same time, how will you know unless you try? It's talking about how you guys will reap your benefits, especially during this retrograde. You guys will learn playfulness in the reverse. A lot of my Scorpios are so afraid to be playful, to flirt, to have fun, you know. It's not talking about have one night stands, which, you know, Scorpios a lot of times can't do, and that's okay, you know? But it's talking about how there's someone out there that you can start manifesting. There is someone for you, Scorpios. A lot of Scorpios too, like they'll have people that want them, but they're just like, no, it's not like I said already, it's not that person. It's not the one that's the most challenging. It's like that person is not for you. So let it go. You know what I mean? Um go to those one. I'm not saying you can't be picky, but if you know that you like someone and they're attracted to you, and they'll give you everything you want, because what I admire about Scorpios is that you guys know who will fulfill you emotionally, sexually, and into, you know, mentally, excuse me, because I feel like Scorpio rules. Yes, it rules the pelvic, the genitals, excuse me, but it also, Scorpio, I feel like, rules the emotional mind, the mental stability of the mind, emotionally and consciously and subconsciously. Scorpios know, they're very intuitive. Um, you guys know what will subconsciously and consciously fulfill someone, and yourselves. You guys have a lot of power. Do you know what I'm saying? So use that to your advantage. It's talking about using that to your advantage to attract the right person. And yes, it's okay to be picky, but at the same time, don't be so picky to where you guys don't give other people a chance that you know, because you'll know, okay, that will fulfill you. And then my last card for you guys with your love spread is worth waiting for, okay? There is someone for you guys. I keep saying this, Scorpios. There is someone that wants you, Scorpio. There is someone that is wanting to give you everything you want. Now, for some of those that this does not resonate with, because I know I'll get some people, I don't know anybody. Okay, well, then this doesn't resonate with you. That's okay. You know, but some Scorpios do that. They'll be like, no, there's no one. And there is. You know what I'm saying? So there is someone waiting for you. And also, I want to give this message, Scorpios, don't settle. Don't just give your body to anybody. Okay, you guys are a beautiful sign. You guys are one of the most greatest signs to be intimate with. I've never been intimate with a Scorpio, but one of the people that I want to date a Scorpio, because I feel like I've got what it takes, you know? Even though y'all draining as fuck, but in like the best way, I guess. You guys just require a lot of attention. I'm hearing that too, like as I joked about that. I'm hearing some of you guys think you're too much. You think you're too much. You think there's nobody out there that can handle me. That there's so much. Yes, there is. There is somebody. I feel this way too. I'm a Capricorn, but I feel the same way. Everyone feels this way to some extent. And Scorpios, you're not alone. So for the month of November, and you know, a little bit into December, I want you guys to know that you're worth waiting for. Okay, someone is waiting for you. Someone wants to be your everything. Someone wants to give you that. Even if you don't know who this person is, there is someone that God has for you. You guys just have to believe it. You guys have to manifest it. You guys have to give those people that you would not give those people, you know, the people that you wouldn't consider your type, you got to give them a chance, because hey, maybe they're not the most attractive. Hey, maybe they're not fit. Maybe they're not your ideal person. But how do you know on the inside that they're not? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they could treat you what you've been waiting for. They can treat you how you've been wanting. So that was my tarot message for you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'm really excited about this new series that I'm going to come out with. I hope you guys enjoy it. I've been wanting to read on the zodiac signs and incorporate tarot into this. I know a lot of people have been asking me to read on the zodiac signs. So, I didn't touch a lot on what I wanted to say about Scorpios, but let me know if you guys want a whole series on how I talk about the zodiac signs and what it takes to, you know, love them and all that stuff. Let me know what you guys want to see, because I want to start doing more astrology videos. I do a lot of tarot on my channel, but I really want to start talking more about astrology, and I will. Okay. Look out for my Mercury series. I have to wrap up my moon series. I don't think I did Pisces or Aquarius moon, so I will do those. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will do Sagittarius soon. Bye, guys.